the Dallas Mavericks, and after everything they've done to their fans, have just now announced that they're increasing the prices of their tickets 8%. All right, I think Bo Jackson might have one of the most disappointing NFL careers ever.
This dude was once selected as the ESPN High School Player of Week for Fossil Ridge High School.
Oh, is this thing on? Does this thing still work?
No.
Does it still work?
What's happening?
Gentlemen!
Oh, what's up, boys?
Friends.
We are so back. That was the longest week of our lives, guys. Not seeing each other every week.
Where have you been?
Oh, man. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to Juice Boy Show. Three Brothers-in-Law So Stupid. It's our weekly sports podcast, episode 83. I got an announcement.
Okay.
Yes.
It's been a week. I was researching the whole week.
I don't believe you.
We are officially, literally the only podcast in the world run by three brothers-in-law.
Really?
Literally in the whole world.
Wait, how do you conduct that research?
It took me a whole week. Why do you think we took the week off?
You just sat there on Google, just like scrolling endlessly, and we're like, that's probably enough.
We needed a marketing tag. We are literally, and if you want to go sports, then we by far have that. The only one in the entire world that we have our shtick is now worldwide.
It's one of the mental and physical journey for the last week, just finding, calling. You can see on top of the mountains and the Alps, just, are there any podcasts out there?
Run by three brothers.
Look like the training montage from Rocky IV.
That's it, guys. We are it. We're gonna make a new intro and everything. The only podcast in the world. It's legit. Like, go look it up. It's someone might correct me, but hey, whenever you listen to
someone else is going to start one just to
prove us wrong.
Tell you to suck
our
it.
first cease and desist.
I love it.
Hell
we
yes,
want to
please.
thank the Juice Junkies holding in there while we took our first week off, you guys, in 82 episodes, over a year and a half.
That's commitment.
It was weird. We did it.
Bananas.
We
Yeah,
made a commitment. Made a commitment to not do it.
I missed one of you.
And you won't tell us who?
I think you know.
This show is as useless as daylight savings. Should we get into that?
Get in. Like, what is there to get into?
What a kick in the dick. I am the third turd, Cody. We got Juice Boy Joe, Mr. the Professor Polit. I keep doing that.
Dude, you are not good at this.
Pelletier.
How long have we known each other?
Guys,
I'm the newest brother-in-law.
New to the
everyone.
show.
Yeah. I've only been a brother-in-law for 5 years.
Guys, what are we drinking? Episode 83. We are back at it. How are you enjoying this week? Kicking the dick of daylight savings. Tell me about it.
I honestly like this daylight savings better than the other one. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because I like it lighter out later, but also losing that hour of sleep sucks.
I think everyone likes the extra hour at the end, but it's the
waking up part is awful. Boys, I'm going for an old classic, but hyped up a little bit. Larceny, small batch larceny. Not your regular. I bought this 2 weeks ago.
A tasty treat.
I still have some left. I still have some left. I saved it for the episode in my Juice Boys chalice. Cheers, boys.
Oh, beer chaser?
Oh, of course. I forgot. Oh, Jesus.
We got to get back in the groove, boys. Got to get back in the groove. Tighten it up.
I went to this fantastic brewery and coffee shop. It's awesome. In Inglewood, down the hill from me, called Sanitas, and I bought their hazy IPA. It's really good.
It looks really festive.
Sanitas is fantastic. If anybody knows them, go them and say, "I heard about you on the Juice Boys." I don't have any say in this whatsoever. There's nothing coming back to us, and then they'll have no idea what you're talking about.
I heard about you on the Juice Boys. Did you know that's the only podcast with three brothers-in-law?
That's right.
In the world?
It's a conversation starter.
Yes.
But great beer.
The bartender would be like, wait, where did you hear about us? Who? What? Hey, change that, Juice Junkies. You go tell a friend. Chris, what are you drinking? Are you still dry after all this time?
I'm still dry after all this time, boys. I just keep going into my pantry and just seeing what shit happens to be in there from God knows how long. I found a Topo Chico. That's what I'm drinking.
Lukewarm?
Lukewarm. Yeah. It was just pushed in the back in the corner.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you. You know what? I'm drinking a little chicken cock tonight, boys. You like chicken cock?
Good for you.
Congratulations.
That's
way
some
to
good
go.
stuff.
We don't water that in our chicken cock either, guys. We want full blown.
You want throbbing.
You want That was the word, Chris. I want a throbbing chicken
Glad
cock.
I could help.
Down the throat. You want to feel that. You all right? Guys.
I was wondering if you still had that Breckenridge bottle from the other night, but we killed that thing in a day. So that
Yeah,
was,
we were together.
Yeah,
we were
that was
together. We had
a
a
night.
lovely weekend
Yeah.
together.
That
Chris
was a
brought up
night,
some
yeah.
Breckenridge Bourbon, and it was gone that night.
That's
Hell
right.
of a time, guys. It was a lovely time seeing it. Guys, we got a sports docket. A lot of NFL going on. Tot, squeeze of the week, Moron Mountains, claim to shame, stat of the day.
All right.
It's a hot show, guys. It's a hot show. Damn it, we're back. We got all the energy in the world. Going to go for another 82 episodes. How about that? NFL craziness. There's a lot going on. What's your favorite story? We have a lot. Devante to the Rams. Cooper Kupp is cut. R.I.P. What is Seattle doing? No clue. What is San Francisco doing?
Boys.
I don't know what San Francisco is doing. Danny Dimes is going to get Anthony Richardson's job. That's weird.
I guess.
Hell yeah.
Patriots spending some money. Joe, good for you. Justin
yeah.
Field is the Jets' savior, I think. Question mark? Question mark. What else? Cowboys and Bengals are fucking shit shows. I'm excited to talk about that. What's your favorite story in the last few days, weeks? NFL draft is coming up. Oh my gosh, guys. NFL continues to dominate the news. What's your favorite?
It's amazing. Can we please talk about Anthony Richardson versus Danny Dimes? QBR
pretty
rating
big.
number 32 versus QBR rating number 31. It's last
jeez.
place versus second to last place.
What could go wrong?
For QB1. Indianapolis, you are on fire.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God.
What a shit
I
show.
love it.
Times. I think my biggest story I've been following is this crazy quarterback carousel that started off with Sam Darnold, man. The dude, did you see what his contract was? It was exactly what I would have offered Brock Purdy, and you guys laughed at me. Do you remember that? Because you said that was a trash pick. I said 3 years, $100 million, so like $33 million a year. That's exactly what Sam Darnold got.
Of course, Sam Darnold would sign that, but Brock
You're
Purdy wouldn't
talking
sign
about
that.
re-signing
Purdy's
your
worth two.
current starter, not bringing in a hired gun as a stopgap until you go get someone real.
Yeah,
Completely
that's exactly
different.
what he is. So Geno Smith getting traded to the Raiders for Sam Darnold to come in. Is Sam Darnold
Oh, I've never seen a more linear move.
Who?
Geno Smith? Is he better? Like, what is this, Dell?
It could not have been
Dell,
more
send it
linear.
in. Like, what is going on in Seattle? I don't understand this. See a DK, he's out. They cut Lockett, and now here comes apparently this new offensive juggernaut because they got DK Metcalf, the Pittsburgh Steelers, but they don't have a quarterback.
No quarterback.
They don't have anybody. Like there's nobody like
The amount of teams with zero quarterbacks is
it's remarkable. I mean, it's crazy. So the Steelers now, it's like what are they gonna do? And Justin Fields, I said, yeah, the savior of New York. People were literally like excited about this, and I'm just like, Jets fans, you blow my mind every single time with just the idiocy that is this fan base. That now you're excited about Justin Fields. I mean, thinking that he's going to come in and change something of this absolute dog shit franchise that Aaron Rodgers couldn't. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy.
Aaron Rodgers
It's been
gave
crazy
no
couple days.
attempt to, though. Like Aaron Rodgers simultaneously couldn't and didn't even try. He showed up, took 2 snaps, then a 3rd snap, and then took a year off. Like, and then came back and was like, "Yeah, I'm just cashing checks at this point, boys."
guys. I think Myles Garrett has to be the best story because they gave him the equivalent of a Deshaun Watson contract for Myles Garrett. Now Myles Garrett is worth it, I think.
Yes.
But the Browns are going nowhere, and then they also
What are you doing?
You know, so they broke the QB market with Deshaun Watson. They say that's not good enough. Hold my beer. We're going to reset the non-quarterback player market for $40 million. Max Crosby just made 38 20 minutes before. He says, hold my beer. Here's $40 million for Myles Garrett. Also,
Unbelievable.
so
And
they keep
complain that
resetting the market.
Saquon's making 20 now. It's like, what are you talking about? Or 40, but yeah.
So the best part of all of this is the Bengals have publicly said Jamar Chase is going to be the highest paid player, non-quarterback in the league. They said that like a year ago. And since then, the money has ballooned up like an extra $10 million because they're so fucking stupid they don't go sign Jamar Chase. What?
See a Trey Hendrickson. He's requesting a trade.
Yeah, he wants out. Hubbard just
seriously.
retired at age 29. Why would you not sign? Oh my God! And Micah Parsons
Bengals
just got more
so bad.
expensive.
Oh my
Micah
God.
Parsons and Jerry Jones just got way more expensive because Myles Garrett and the fucking Browns moved the needle again in the free agent in the market You're so bad. Like, just trade him for
They're so
assets.
bad.
Boys,
What if
I was
there's-
texting a buddy about this. If there's any collusion in the NFL amongst the owners outside of the obvious collusion with the refs, it's literally the owners of the Browns and the Panthers both being like, we will continually give all of your fan bases the opportunity to go, well, at least we're not them.
Serious?
Yeah.
Year
You guys
in,
just eat
year
it
out,
for us?
every choice we make, we will just eat shit.
And I get it. They need to
maybe
sell tickets, but like you could get a haul for him. Like he said, I don't want to play
Start the
for
rebuild.
you. I don't want to play for your city or your team. I want to go play for contender. And they said,
Here's 40 mil a year. There you go.
just like Deshaun Watson saying, hey, Cleveland, I don't want to play for your town or your team. And they said,
Here's $255 million guaranteed. You're gonna get that.
They just
no matter
throw
what
money
you
at
do.
the problem. It's
So
so
now,
hilarious.
what if
so
Myles
stupid.
Garrett? I think Myles Garrett's a better person than this, but then they also tried to blow someone's head off with a with
That's
their
true.
own helmet.
Oh, that happened.
true.
Yeah.
So that
Good old
did,
Mason Rudolph.
you know, just so I hope that
R.I.P..
he has. I hope he has more integrity and won't just intentionally sit out games and pretend to roll ankles and whatever and not abuse massage therapists. But
I mean,
what
at
if he
this point,
does
though,
the
that's
exact
the
same thing
culture
and just
that's been
doesn't
set.
play?
That's true.
What if he doesn't do it?
Like, they don't care. He may as well be a hired gun being brought in because, like, he's said, like, I want out of here. I do not want to be here. I am over this. I'm over this team. Put me somewhere else. And they're like, we will buy your loyalty. Okay, all right, that is fine then.
And then he what he
the
does is he
Browns.
laughs. He's like, ha, for 40 million. They go,
I guess.
okay.
I guess I'm now I'm a loyal Brown again.
I love the city of Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland.
So stupid.
Just
And the
for
Bengals,
you.
I just love that the Bengals and Cowboys refuse to play the game and
don't do
sign their
anything.
talent early. They should have signed Jamar Chase like 2 years ago. They keep tagging T. Higgins.
Boys,
what is
the
Dallas
window
done?
is closed for the Bengals as far as I'm concerned. Like their
dude.
ship has sailed. They're just going to be hemorrhaging talent as they have now just rotted their own culture that was incredible
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like their team
yeah.
cohesion, their young talent. Like I cannot believe how badly they have bumbled this entire situation.
Jerry did sign his long snapper. We should
Congrats,
give him credit.
Jerry. He is all in.
I think so. Right now, all I've seen that the Cowboys have done is they signed Javonte Williams from the Broncos.
I did see
Oh
that.
my God!
Good luck, Javonte.
Javonte hasn't had a run over 22 yards since his rookie year.
He had such potential that rookie year. I remember watching him.
He was
thinking, yeah.
amazing.
God, he was a tank, and then he's done. So I hope he does well, but no. The Patriots, as I said, yeah, they're spending a lot of money. They brought in Carlton Davis as a corner. They brought in Milton Williams on the line. Robert Spillane to play linebacker. They got no shoes Mac Hollins. I mean, they're doing some cool stuff. They're led the league in spending, trying to build a badass culture with Mike Vrabel.
Gosh, all to
You really
win.
snuck Mac Hollins in there as if that's anything to give a shit
No
about.
shoes, Mac Hollins.
Okay, I don't care.
All to win 5 games this year.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Miami's going to be trash. You know the Jets are going to be trash. So I think they might have a chance to sneak in a wild card here. They were the worst team I've ever seen last year, and they managed to win 4 games. I've never seen a worse NFL team.
Other than the 0-16 Lions.
There was probably more. I didn't really watch them that much, so I'd say I've never seen a worse team with my eyeballs.
Visually, okay.
I've never watched it. It was just, oh my
I was going
God.
to say, once upon a time, there were free beers in every single bar in Cleveland once
Yeah.
the Browns finally won, but you
Yeah.
thought that was worse.
No, I didn't watch those games. So it's like
He literally meant literally his eyes
that
have
I've literally seen.
Ah,
Yeah, I didn't watch those. Who would watch those games?
I watched
DeShone
those games.
Kaiser.
great.
Also, what's San Fran doing? They have cut everyone.
everybody.
They have traded everyone. Is
Thank
Brock
you for
Purdy going to be
Greg
that expensive?
Greenlaw, thank you for the safety. What's his name?
Hafunga.
Hafunga.
The fullback cut, use check, he's gone.
He's checked 9
Yeah,
Pro
that's
Bowls.
sad.
See ya.
Debo
That guy was a legend.
traded.
Debo. Well, he wanted out anyway, and then he sucked last year. So see ya.
The Chiefs snagged their left tackle that was replacing Trent Williams. Like they have nobody except McCaffrey, a hurt Ayuk, and a rich Brock Purdy.
They hurt McCaffrey. Who knows if he's going to play?
Oh yeah, who knows if that's true.
You know, I mean, it's like if they have any shot at rebuilding whatsoever, they're going to have to trade McCaffrey and hope they get something because he's not going to play. I don't know if his trade market is ever going to get better than what it is right now, even after this injury.
Yeah.
So they got to get rid of that. And don't give Brock Purdy asinine money. Look at what it's doing to the league when these quarterbacks are getting these, like, where's Jacksonville? What are they doing?
Florida.
You know, it's like they're 55 mil a year to Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
I mean, come on, bro. This is like, how's Arizona? How are they doing with Kyler Murray down there and his 50 mil a year? I mean,
Stuck.
it's just like, I mean, just as soon as they started paying,
They did get Sweat, Joe. They got Sweat from Philly, who just dominated. I think Arizona did pull that off.
That was pretty good. Yeah. Don't go over the couple of years, the 100 million, 150 million. Don't do these insane contracts. Don't do it.
I did see a headline yesterday that literally said that the 49ers would be open to trading Brock Purdy for the number 1 overall pick. It's like, you
would be
really
open to that. Really?
Is that
Shocker.
right?
You would consider getting rid of Mr. Irrelevant for the number 1 overall pick?
Talk about house flipping, Chris. Talk about
Oh, really?
Unreal shocker.
Man, I wonder if Tennessee would do it. Yeah.
I wonder if they would do it. Who else?
that?
Rodgers and Russ and Jameis and Flacco are still on the market at quarterback.
Like, oh, Jesus, stay on there.
J.K. Dobbins, Chubb, Gus Edwards, Raheem Mostert, Miles. Yeah, there's some guys here.
Where's Kadarius Toney headed? That's all. I know.
We got Cooper Kupp, Amari, Stephon Diggs with a torn. Was it an ACL for him?
Yeah.
Deontay John. There's some receivers: Keenan Allen, Elijah Moore, Mike Williams, Lockett, Brandon Cooks, Aguiar.
Oh yeah.
Juju.
Oh yeah.
Kadarius Toney.
He's down there. He's down there.
There's
It's
so
technically
many,
on the list.
so many names that haven't been said yet, but I mean they haven't been signed yet. But I want Jameis Winston to come to Denver so bad.
You got Stidham. You're good now.
Oh, I don't want
He just
Stidham.
re-signed.
But but who cares? Cut him. You know, it's just
okay.
like that doesn't matter. You know, just
Thanks
cut
for
it.
signing that piece of paper.
God damn it,
Okay.
Joey. I'm
See
so
ya.
glad
Yeah.
that you are an armchair GM, not an actual
Absolutely.
GM.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like bring in Jameis.
That is the
knows-
most sports moron thing that's been said in a while on this
Is that a
show.
book? Are we voting on that? It's backup
Cut
quarterback.
Stidham signed
It's a
Jameis
backup
Winston?
quarterback.
Hell
Cut Stidham as the ink dries on his contract.
Absolutely. See ya. Yeah, see ya. That way, that was dumb.
I don't know that
That
that's
was
book
dumb.
worthy as much as it's just like, God damn it.
People sign and cut people all the time. What about training camp, bro? I mean, this isn't a big deal.
Not your
Also-
number 2.
Also, did the receiver market correct itself? I don't see these receivers getting out of all that batch that got overpaid. I think Christian Kirk signed for $1 bajillion. He got traded for like a 6-round pick.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf, they traded. It wasn't worth that much. Like,
was second
was
or
that a
something,
weird
yeah.
blip in the system for receivers? Will it never be that way again?
I think this is just ridiculous for receivers to begin with. I mean, think that Jamar Chase is going to get like $45 million a year, and then running backs are barely making 12. Like, why are we paying these guys so much money for this? Like, is that much production from a wide receiver like more important than having a 1,500 yard and 15 touchdown back? I don't get it. I hope that Saquon's season this year and his big contract, I hope he backs it up. I don't, like I've said before, I don't like Philly, but I like their players, which sucks. I like Saquon.
Tough situation.
I like Jalen Hurts, but it's just like I hate Philly. But let's hope he backs it up this year, and it would actually they pay running backs, because I think this wide receiver stuff is out of control. I mean, they're not worth $40 million for a number 1 receiver.
I just love so much that the Bengals publicly said Jamar's going to be the highest paid non-quarterback player ever. And then they wait 3 years to do it. Oh, it's just like, how stupid are you?
Just pay him at the time. Just don't kick that can down the road.
And you knew you were going to pay him. Like, he's Burrow's guy. Like, you're not going to let him walk.
You have to pay him. I mean, you can't. That would
are we
be
waiting?
insane. Barring a catastrophic injury, you cannot let that dude go. That would be insane.
So what are we waiting on? Yeah, give him the extra $2 million when he's like, I'm holding that for 2-3 more months. Just give it to him.
Lock him down now. They messed up, man. Like,
Oh, big time.
looking back on it now, the Patrick Mahomes contract might be one of the better ones we've ever seen. You know, and at the time we're like, $500,000, but it was for 10 years. I mean, it was just like, that was
And the
unbelievable.
flexibility on it, yeah. Also,
Yeah,
Josh
and now
Allen, bravo.
That big, huge. He got, what is he at? Like pushing 60 mil on average now. It's just like insane.
Him and Dak are on another level.
Oh, that's another one I'm saying. Look at that.
All in, baby.
Because Jerry Jones waited too long to pay Dak. So, it's stupid. How am I in my basement telling Jerry Jones better ideas than? Doesn't he? There's just a bunch of yes men.
He's
going
gonna
to
call in one of these days.
Yeah, he's got to call in. He goes to those radio shows. Guys, let's hit on we got NBA MVP race. The Avs. You guys want to hit on real quick? Jokic's dominating. Not going to win the MVP.
It's so dumb.
Go ahead, Joey.
So, I mean, people say, yeah, there's Chiefs fatigue, but it's because the Chiefs continue to win. Jokic fatigue is bullshit because he should have 5 in a row this season, and for nothing else than actually just flat out deserving it. And so he is putting together right now. He's second in the league in points, third in rebounds, and third in assists. I mean, that's what? I mean, that is absurd. And they're saying that SGA, Shea Gilgeous Alexander, whatever, for the Thunder is still the betting favorite to win that award.
By far.
Because he averages four more points a game than him. 4 more points a game. Jokic averages, he's averaging 5 rebounds. So Jokic just averages 8 more rebounds a game, and Jokic averages 5 more assists a game than he does, and he's a point guard. All right, and he's a point guard. Like this is absurd. And the plus minus, Jokic is already the top plus minus for his career to this point ever. So what is an MVP? You pull him off the court, the team blows. So when he's on, they are the best team in the league. And so that you can pull SGA off the court, you can give him a break, and their bench, because they sucked for so long, has been so replenished that they can cover that. And that allows him to run and take 40 freaking free throws a game. When Jokic does 9. This is bullshit. And he's going to get robbed of another one.
You got to like the NFL. You got to have the story to go along with it. Jokic just never has a story because he doesn't care.
They're wavering between second and third place in the West right now.
And it's just insane because usually the storyline against back-to-backs is okay, in order to earn an opportunity to go back to back, it's not enough to just repeat what you did last year. It's not even enough to just do better than last year. You've got to heads and shoulders be better than last year. And I would argue that each of the last 5 years, Jokic has come out and just left his own self in the dust.
He's gotten better
from the previous year. I mean, it's just incredible, the way that he's making his previous MVP seasons look rudimentary compared to where he is now. And this is the one where he's not going to wind up with the award. It's incredible.
This is. I said this before we went on air because we're not a live radio show. I don't know if anyone actually.
Yeah. What?
Know that? What?
Well, we are recording it live for us.
Oh, that's true. But this is when Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50 points a game, came in third in MVP race. That's where this is for Jokic. He's just going to ball out. It's not the story. Hit on the Avs real quick. Trade deadline. Make some moves. We're back in it.
Since the Avalanche won their cup, they've been dying to find a second line center. They just haven't had anybody because they let Nazem Kadri go for signing Valerian Nichushkin. All right. Now, Valerian Nichushkin is on and off, but when he is on the ice, he's the best one of the best players in the league. Let's hope he's finally back on the team right now. He's playing, so let's hope that continues.
Keep your nose clean.
With Mikko Rantanen leaving. All right. So what Mikko Rantanen has now become villain number 1 in Denver after being a god here for the past 8 years. You say because he's facing free agency. And the Avs offered him a really good contract. All right. But he I think it was 12 or 13 million a year. That's hockey terms. That's outstanding. All right. He wanted 14, 15. So they traded him to Carolina. Then he said, well, we want to re-sign you. And he said, oh, I want this money. And they're like, well, see ya. And then they trade him to who? Number 1 place, Dallas Stars. The Avs' number 1 rival right now. And what does Mikko do? He has to agree to a trade to go there based on signing an extension. And he signs an extension for less money than the Avs offered him. So, oh my God, Mikko, we are so angry. So all of that reset. The Avs went out and they made some outstanding trades. They ended up getting Lindgren from New York, a really good defenseman. They got Brock Nelson from the Islanders, an outstanding second line center. So they are replenished. They look really strong. They're starting to get healthy. Nichushkin's back. Lakinen's back. I think right now they're saying with the Stars, with Rantanen, that's going to be really tough to beat. But with the healthy Avs team, with 2 good goalies that they got earlier this season, the Woods, Mackenzie Blackwood and Scott Wedgwood, if they continue to play, they will. The Avs are pushing. A huge trade deadline. They replenish. They look great. I might put some money on them to take it. This could be rub it in Mikko's face.
You can do it right now. You can do it while we're sitting here.
Chris, stop the show. Shut up for a second, will you, please? Thank you. Oh, my gosh.
Why are you yelling?
Yeah, stop the show. Joey is out in Dallas, Chris. He's got some breaking news out there. What, Joey, can you hear us?
Stay back, Francis. Stay back.
Throw a rock at Mikko for me.
It is absolute chaos here on the streets of Dallas. The fans are going absolute apeshit. I don't know if I could say that on air, but this is insane. The Dallas Cowboys fans are in disarray after they're promised absolute glory once again and got Devante Williams. And the Dallas Mavericks fans are in absolute agony after losing Luka Doncic for the last 10 games and going 3-7 while watching the Los Angeles Lakers go 8-2 and potentially, according to Kendrick Perkins, save the NBA. I'll try to hold myself. I'll try to hold them off, but I'll try to hold them off as much as I can. Cody, back to you.
Joey. Wait, Joey. I got more breaking news. I was just told. Joey, can you hear us? He's back.
Oh God! Stay back!
Wait, didn't they get Anthony Davis out there? Isn't that what happened?
Cody, I just heard that Anthony Davis sprained his ankle getting off the bus before playing a game for the Mavericks.
What about Kyrie, Joey? Kyrie's there.
Still 2 weeks away from being 2 weeks away, as I'm told. All hope was relying on Kyrie. Kyrie for MVP, they're saying. Oh, wait, this just in. Kyrie has ruptured his ACL.
Oh, no.
No, Kyrie, say it ain't so.
Is out for the season. I can't hold them off anymore, Cody. Back to you.
Thanks, Chris, shut up. We have more breaking news. Joey, are you still out there?
Oh, my God. Joey just announced the Dallas Mavericks, and after everything they've done to their fans, have just now announced that they're increasing the prices of their tickets 8%. They're increasing the prices of tickets.
Joey, after the players are gone? After
No one's left. There is no roster.
Back to you.
Oh, someone check on Joey. Wow, Mavericks getting rid of all the boys and then pumping the price up. Good. That's how you do it, Chris. Welcome back to episode 83, guys. Took a week off. We missed you guys so much. Thanks for hanging in there, Juice Junkies. We have Squeeze the Week, Moron Mountain Claim to Shame. Yeah. I have the magic check mark, guys, for this week.
Okay.
Got a Moron Mountain nomination. Someone throw me the talking stick. Moron Mountain. His name is LeBron James. What a bitch.
Okay.
I forgot about this.
We missed this last week, so I have to hit back on it. The big debate right now is who is the face of the league. There should be a face of the league. All these millennials or Gen Z NBA don't want the face of the league. No one wants this thing. This is like it baffles me. I really don't understand it. So LeBron goes on a tear, and I have his quote right here. He says, "Why do you want to be the face of the league when all the people that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis shit on everybody? To have that responsibility, it's just weird. It's weird energy from the people that I don't know." Ant said he don't want it. I didn't ask for it, but I knew there was a responsibility for me, not only to my family and friends and my community and whoever was going to follow my journey throughout my career. I'll just stop right there. What the hell, LeBron? What are you talking about? You were the chosen one at fucking 18 years old. What are we
earlier than that?
16.
16.
Yeah.
You wore number 23 because you were going to be the next Michael Jordan. You signed with Nike at 18 for $1 bajillion to be the new face of the shoe brand.
You had your own ESPN special for your free agent decision.
Yeah. You didn't choose to be the face.
2 hours just to go, it's Miami.
Taking my talents to South Beach.
It's weird energy. No, it's weird that no NBA player wants to take the league by storm and own it, be the face of this thing. That's weird.
Meanwhile, you have every single Major League Baseball player that's just dying, like, pay attention to me.
Yes.
Cool. I'm trying to change things. And meanwhile, you have Kevin Durant. Yeah. I don't give a shit. It's just like, maybe we should just
give us a week
All-Star
off. We don't
break
even
off.
like the All-Star break.
And that's why your ratings suck. That's why no one watches the All-Star break. That's why everyone's pissed off at you guys. You guys make $1 bajillion. No one wants the face league, because it's weird energy. LeBron James didn't want that. You're full of crap, dude. Oh my gosh.
Okay, LeBron
The
James,
chosen one. He has
you cannot say that you don't want to be the limelight, the center of attention, and then pull the crap that you do at every single Olympics. I mean, it's just like, and then pull the crap that you do at every single finals and every single thing else. I mean, it's just like that is like the biggest horseshit blast. Like that is, I don't even know the words to say for that.
gaslighting the fans.
But-
I think is a weird. Yeah, it's going.
Now, that's not the LeBron James story that I thought you were going to bring up.
Oh,
so let's
double
just,
Moron Mountain?
yeah, let's just make a
LeBron's
lean-to.
just doing laps.
Let's make a lean-to up there, so it's to give him some.
Just
some
leave your
shelter for a
backpack
little
up there,
bit,
buddy.
but,
You're coming right back.
Leaving the game, the Lakers and the Knicks game at Staples Center, whatever the hell it's called now. Who cares?
Got him.
Stephen A. Smith was sitting courtside. And guess who came up and had a word with him about the way he talks about his star son?
Daddy
I'm gonna go out
LeBron.
on a limb and guess
Daddy.
LeBron James.
LeBron James came up and actually got into Stephen A. Smith's face and told him to lay off LeBron. He's then talking about his family man. He's a kid and all this crap. Your son is a professional athlete. You freaking dickhead.
You chose the life for him.
You chose this. He chose the like. He didn't choose any.
You
Like I guess he
paved
did.
this path.
You don't not choose to get drafted, but blah blah blah. He is a professional athlete. He is open to as much scrutiny as anybody else is in that is in that position, and for you to use your status to nepo baby the hell out of your son to get
As
him
the
up
not
into
face of the league.
not face of the league, to pull this crap, to be the captain of the All-Star game, and you're like, I'm out, and then go up into Stephen A's face and say, don't talk shit about my son, about my son. He's one of the worst statistics, proven by statistics, one of the worst players in the league, if not
Check those
the
statistics,
worst.
damn it. You check them. Damn it.
Not the worst active player in the NBA this season. But no, you can't say that. You can't say that. LeBron James, you are destroying your legacy. You are destroying it.
And
he's
the
having one of
league.
best-
No one watches
the
these
league.
games. No one
Having
watches
one
these
of the
games.
best seasons of his career, and nobody cares. Everybody hates you, LeBron. Transport like 10 years ago when he was still on the Cavs. And it was still pushing, rallying. Ratings were huge because he was carrying, and that was when basketball was actually played. What the hell happened?
I don't think we all no one disagrees.
I can't believe that we're actually defending Stephen A. Smith, though. That's really what's
a great-
impressive.
Oh my God, you're right, dude. I can't believe
God
that.
dang! This is. I mean, in a fight between LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith, like
I get it
I'm
that
alright with you
you're
both losing.
Yeah, it's your son. You're going to defend your son, but the way you did it, like chest up Stephen A. in public, really?
Yeah.
You don't have his cell phone
just
number?
towering over him. Like you're not defending your son. It's a teammate.
You had to listen to a
Another dude.
4 minutes low, really intense talk from Stephen A. Smith on First Take, describing the entire situation that he did not want to be a part of, but it was brought on him.
Is that your Jerry Jones or is that your Stephen
Both
A?
of them. It's both
Oh,
of them. Yeah, it's both of them.
So no one disagrees. Moron Mountain, LeBron, have a good time up there because that is disgusting. You're running the league into the ground. You and Katie are running the league into the ground. That's where I'm kind of going with it. So,
The culture's bad, boys.
Joey, if people like myself want to submit their squeeze of the week, Moron Mountain, or claim to shame, how do they do so? How do they engage with the old Juice Boys, the only sports podcast by in-laws in the where, Chris?
Oh, universe.
You nailed it, Joe. Take it away.
Friends, juice junkies, enraged Dallas fans, you could submit your most outlandish sports takes or Moron Mountain nominee by emailing us at juiceboyshow@gmail.com or send us a DM on Instagram at juiceboysshow. And if it has the pulp, we'll read it on the show. Korea,
Yeah, buddy.
who's sponsoring today's show?
Cody, now is where you splice in the absolute guitar music. Because today's episode of the Juice Boys Show is brought to you by the 2025 Juice Boys Show March Madness Bracket Challenge. Hell yeah, boys. It's our second annual opportunity to scream and shout about who qualifies as a Cinderella story as we endlessly talk shit on one another's bracket picks. Last year, we proudly gave away a big, tall bottle of the most delicious bourbon on the planet to the winner. And this year, we're following suit with another delicious bottle of that sweet, sweet, sweet Dickel. And this year, having not consulted either of my juicy co-hosts, I've decided we will be giving away a second bottle of Dickel to the person with our favorite bracket name. So get creative and make sure you use your actual name when submitting your bracket so we know who the hell is winning this year. Last year, like a third of the brackets had people's real names on them, and we were really uncertain about like, shit, what happens if one of these random ones?
Then I would drink it. Yeah. So I was like, come on, that's fine. With anonymous win.
So now the choice is yours. How will you pick your winners? Will you go boring and lean into scratch? Or you could piss off McCoy and go all Cinderellas. You could also use Juice Boy Joe's approach and pick your winners by who has the most kissable point guard. No matter how you make your picks, we are hyped to be back at the most gamblingest time of the year with our beloved Juice Junkies. So get those brackets filled out and talk some mad shit. The 2025 Juice Boy Show March Madness Bracket Challenge, because your bracket doesn't have to be the only thing tanked by midday Thursday.
Because you're worth it.
Because you're worth it.
Hell yeah, boys.
Love the self-ad. Love it. Oh, we'll get signed up. We'll get that rock and roll. And hopefully this weekend, get signed up. Tell your friends.
It will have been posted on social media before this comes out, but like, let's talk about it.
Oh, I love it. Guys, big starchy potato. Topic of the day. Draft is around the corner for the NFL. We're going to go 2 players that at the time you were so confident about, or maybe the public was extremely confident about, ended up being a bust, not by injury, because they generally just weren't that good. Very detailed, Todd.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll debate that. But we're trying to avoid the injuries. Because the injuries is like, oh, yeah, he had the talent, but what happened? You got drafted. You got time. You just weren't as good. So who wants to start us off? JoJo?
Yeah. You know what? So I graduated high school 20 years ago, which is like, oh, my God, that makes me feel so stupid old. And also that I've been educating at my school longer than I attended primary school. That is also crazy. However, looking back at when I started really getting into college football, the early 2000s just blew my mind away. Some of the greatest sports that like we've ever seen, and the USC dominance, like in that early 2000s when they could have won back-to-back national championships. I thought I'd never seen a better team in my life. And my pick is Matt Leinart. I thought Matt Leinart.
That's a good one.
I thought Matt Leinart was going to be outstanding. Matt Leinart would arguably should have won 2 Heisman trophies. All right, he was the 10th overall pick in the draft, but coming off of like 3 consecutive years at USC of just complete domination, almost going for a three-peat of national championships. I mean, it's just absurd. Losing in historic fashion on the greatest game ever played, arguably, to Vince Young in that national championship game. But he hit 10,000 yards in college, 100 passing touchdowns, and only 23 picks. This kid looked like he was going to be everything. He gets sent into a really good situation. He gets drafted to Arizona when they have Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner just led them to the Super Bowl. They're coming off of that, and they're like, oh, okay, so he might be something here. He gets a chance to start, and he goes 8-10 for his career, 15 touchdowns, 21 picks. All right, he bounced around a little bit, played for Houston and Oakland towards the end of his career. But I really thought Matt Leinart was going to be everything. The left-handed dude slinging it in USC. Nothing.
He didn't have a lot of arm strength, but everything else was perfect for him.
And I liked
him. Good pick. Looks like a baller. Chris, beat Matt Leinart. That's a good
fellas. I feel a little bit hypocritical with this next one because we talk a lot of shit on this guy. But I mean, it's one of those where like you think of like big names in basketball, usually by the time they're like 14, 15, 16, like high schoolers can have real clout in basketball that really does carry over into brief stints in college before quick exits into the NBA. And like time and time again, like that typically winds up working out pretty well. Bronny James, boys, was somebody that like for in all honesty, like no talking shit. Like obviously once he was at USC, like he was completely exposed as having been an Nepo baby. But I remember hearing about him like as a high school All-American and hearing comparisons that like, yeah, no, he is like a smaller version of his dad, and he has been raised in an NBA household his entire life. He has been aimed toward this, and he's got, you know, one of the greatest players of all time who's been constantly coaching him toward this is what it takes to be at an NBA caliber. Like, we can't wait to see him step onto a college court and just be a phenom before he quickly finds his way into the NBA. And my God, could that have been further from the truth? Like, holy shit! Like, I like, it's so like antithetical to what's wound up happening. Part of me does feel bad for him because, like, yeah, 14, 15, 16, like, that is, if you're going to be a top tier blue chip basketball recruit, like, you need to have established yourself by then. And so, you know, he's in the stream. He's where he needs to be. And for whatever reason, just doesn't have it, has not had it. And will go down in time as like, honestly, a huge black mark on LeBron's legacy for the fact that like he clearly just fabricated all of this through sheer force of being not the face of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. Good for you. You took it easy on him. You really explained it well.
I genuinely, like, as much as I give him shit, you know, because he doesn't deserve to be where he is, but like he didn't choose to like be stratified into a position
Very
that
true.
he didn't deserve.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when Michael Jordan's son went into college ball and there was all this hype and it was just kind of he's good, but he's not that, you know, but still like D1 college athlete, legit, good for him. That would have been fine. Yeah. Totally doable, totally reasonable. Like, hey, yeah, we think that he's got real D1 potential, would love to see him shine and maybe rise up above that. But like, happy to see him having worked his ass off and earned that D1 opportunity. Would have been enough, would have been plenty and fine. But instead, his dad just had to force his hand.
Damn it, LeBron. Moron Mountain. How's it going up there? Hopefully it's cold.
It's just a third lap.
I'm going to go off what Joey said, but I'm going to take Vince Young.
Oh, nice.
After watching that season, he balled out in last year at Texas. And then he won Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Titans. He was on the cover of Madden. And then he started hating Jeff Fisher as coach. His mechanics started getting sloppy, which that was the one thing against him, is he doesn't throw a normal ball. And he's like, no, I'm going to keep it. That's what I'm going to do. Kind of a sidearm thing. Never really got injured, just slowly started sucking, which I think is kind of, but if you watched him in college, you think he'll figure out the mechanics, the footwork. He's a running quarterback, kind of like a Mike Vick who has a better arm maybe, or who could potentially be as good of a passer as Michael Vick. But then his off the field stuff, he had maturity issues pop up. He did have $35 million contract, so good for him. But he finished up being 31-19 as a starter, and then he just retired in 2014. And now I think
nobody wanted him.
Maybe works for the Texan, not the Longhorns. He's kind of in the front office, ambassador of the Texans. Yeah. So that was Matt Leinart and Vince Young. They were both studs. It felt like it was going to work for both of them, and didn't happen.
I mean, he was just like, I can't believe that he still was able to start 50 games and go 31-19. So I mean, you look at anybody else, you'd be like, damn, that dude had a pretty, decent career.
Yeah, like that.
But then you think, no, that was Vince Young. I mean,
he also did pull. I did forget about his Dave Chappelle piece where he actually disappeared after a game.
Yeah,
and no one can find Vince Young.
Yeah.
So there was some mental health stuff in there. Maybe there's a loose wire, but it. Oh, I was so excited for him to be in the NFL. It's gonna be so fun to watch. Joey, number 2.
Before your nips blow off with this next one, I want to explain myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking
Chris, hold on to your nips.
If he doesn't, I'm gonna.
Let's say taking that exact same idea of just when this kid was in college, the potential for what he could have been and what it ended up being, I think is one of the most disappointing careers we've ever seen. I'm taking Bo Jackson. All right, I think Bo Jackson might have one of the most disappointing NFL careers ever. When he was in college, he had 2 seasons where he probably should have won Heisman Trophy. All right, but he did win it once. All right, the guy had 4,000 yards in college, where he really only started 2 seasons, and 26 touchdowns. He was the best player in all of college football. Goes to the NFL, right? But does he go to the NFL? All right, because he was taken first overall pick. This is where it starts.
This is going.
This is where it starts to erode for Bo Jackson. He was taken first overall, number 1 overall. And what does he do? Says, nah. All right. He says, I can go play in the USFL. No, I've got baseball as something else here. So he sits it out.
Well, they fucked him over, Joe. You know that.
Now, listen, he gets drafted the next season, the 7th round for the Raiders. Okay. Now, throughout his career, this guy who was supposed to be everything ended up his career with 38 total games in the NFL, 515 carries, 2,782 yards, and 16 touchdowns. And that is considered, he's like revered as one of the greatest ever. And people who were around him said that without a doubt, he would have been the greatest player we've ever seen, the greatest running back we've ever seen. But he never started more than 9 games in a season. He never had a 1,000-yard season. All right, now I'll say what you want, that he was fucked, blah, 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 blah. The fact is, though, that he didn't do it. And I think this is just so much.
You think you quite gave that argument justice.
This is just so much of a wasted opportunity for absolute greatness. And wasted opportunity for absolute greatness. He was a very good baseball player. He could have been the best football player. All right, and I think there's a lot of things that got in there. I think a lot of ego got in there, and a lot of things that contributed to this. And I think he is the greatest wasted potential talent we've ever seen. The greatest athlete we've ever seen has worse career stats than Antoine Smith for the Patriots back 20 years.
Joey, why did he only play 9 games a year?
Because he was playing baseball.
He was playing another professional sport. What are we talking about?
So that's what I'm saying. But did he win the baseball Heisman? Was he the number 1 pick in the draft and all that? He had the potential to be everything. He had the potential to be the best. You go back and play Tecmo, you can't tackle him.
And it was but he threw his hip out on the field. He got injured.
I understand that. But I'm saying before that point, he never started more than 9. He chose different routes other than being the dominance player that he could have been. I would have loved to see him play like 16 games and commit to football then play baseball in the off season. You know, not the other way around. I just I don't know. I think he was the greatest waste of football talent ever.
In exchange for the title of greatest athlete of all time, I think that's a pretty good trade-off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But I think it's a letdown for his football career. I don't know if anybody can top him.
God, this feels like a hell of a stretch.
Yeah,
really.
I may vote for this for the book. I don't know.
Are you kidding me? He only had 2,700 yards. That's it.
He only played for what?
Because his other professional sports career occupied a lot of his time.
Oh, he didn't even trade for ball. He just walked in the building.
The number 1 pick. He wasn't the Heisman.
Oh my God.
So that's what I'm saying. He should have chosen football. He could have been the best ever in football when he chose to play baseball. He chose other paths. That's what makes it disappointing. That's what makes it such a damn it. He could have been Walter Payton. He could have been Barry Sanders. Everybody says that
instead he's the greatest athlete to ever walk the face of the planet.
Oh my God, this is like going. Oh man, I'm really disappointed with all that Joshua Dobbs has managed to accomplish as a NASA engineer, because he was a little distracted because he was off playing professional football.
I don't like it, Joe. I don't like it.
It was in the Patriots.
Should we vote for the book?
I don't think it's a book. I don't think it's book.
Oh, Chris isn't sold? Okay, I would fully vote for it.
I think it's a good take. I think there's some data to back that up, man. He could have been everything.
Yeah, but the data doesn't tell the full story.
You're sitting here defending it.
He got screwed on the NFL pick. He wasn't going to go to the Bucs. There's no reason for that. He didn't just say, I don't want to go to the Bucs.
Oh,
we can put it in the book.
Jordan say, and I want to
qualifier.
go to the Bulls when they were the cocaine Bulls when they were terrible. Did he say,
Bucs? Do you know why the Bucs screwed him? You know that whole story, right? Oh, you didn't know this? I have a story that Joey doesn't know.
I'm shocked that you didn't know this. You summarized it so eloquently when you went,
Joey, oh my gosh. So he went on a visit to Tampa in the middle of the college baseball season. The Bucs flew him out in a private plane, and because of that, the NCAA said, the Bucs said, no, everything's good with your eligibility. We checked with the NCAA. You can take the private jet. You can come visit the Bucs. It's all cool. The Bucs lied to Bo Jackson's face, and Bo Jackson's senior year of baseball, he had to forego because it was a penalty because he lost his amateur status. So the Bucs lied to him, and then Bo Jackson said, if you draft me, I am not going to your team because you screwed me out of my college senior season of baseball where he was batting 600 with like 80,000 home runs. The Bucs screwed him. So they said, if you draft me, I'm not going there. So he didn't do it out of that. It was out of spite, actually.
All that goes into it. That just sucks. It's a waste.
What? Okay.
He should have been playing. He should have been playing. Stoney
For a
Michel.
team that lied to him?
Stoney Michel has better career stats than Bo Jackson. Stoney Michel. All right. I mean, that's
Bucs played for an offensive juggernaut.
Chris, number 2. Let's move on. Damn it, Joe. I did not like that.
Oh, man. Boys, if that one didn't blow your nips clean off, this one sure will. Once again, keeping my same theme of dudes that, once upon a time were hitting strides, hitting highs in high school, that you just expected them to just keep soaring upwards and upwards. Back in 2013, this dude was once selected as the ESPN High School Player of the Week for Fossil Ridge High School.
Oh, no.
We all really thought this kid was going somewhere. Cody McCoy.
Oh, shit.
Once upon a time, the proud recipient of the High School Player of the Week, and instead decided to leave his illustrious basketball career behind to go chase Saudi blood money and just keep
in Wyoming
resume to become the personal fluffer of Patrick Mahomes.
What could have been?
Little did he know that job would come when he made that decision.
Yeah. Had no idea that this was what was ahead of him, but he bet on him and left basketball behind.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Look at him now.
Look at me now, guys. Bo Jackson, really? That's where you're.
Yeah, dude. Could have been the best.
I guess I can't beat Cody McCoy,
No.
I bet you can.
I'll try. Mine's not as fun now. Like I had a Aheem to beat. Remember him? The UConn 7'4" stud basketball player?
Yes.
He averaged like 5 blocks a game, was a physical, insane person, got drafted.
Insane person.
And in the NBA, he averaged 2 points and 2 rebounds.
Oh my God!
And he was out of the league by 2014. And he was going into the G League over and back in the NBA into the G League. I could have sworn watching him in I think maybe Final Four.
Oh yeah,
or that whole March Madness tournament. This guy is going to be it. He's going to save the big man. He was athletic. He was long. He could jump.
7'3",
just reckless. Oh, and he didn't work hard.
3, second overall pick. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and guess who was drafted after him, guys?
In 09?
I'd like to tell you. What'd you say, Bill?
Was it Cody McCoy?
No, I said in 09.
09. Who do you think?
Blake Griffin. No, he was number 1. I don't know who.
We had a little guy named Steph Curry, a fella named James Harden, and DeMar DeRozan were all ahead or after to beat.
Oh,
that's gotta hurt. Man. That's gotta hurt.
Wow,
Joey, I think yours is just horseshit.
McCoy is.
You've made that very.
His jimmies
clear.
are very rustled right now.
Just not. And you didn't even know the story of why. You just thought he bailed on the first pick just because he didn't.
I didn't
want
say.
to?
I mean, I don't. All I'm saying is, it doesn't matter. That's a year of his career that we could have had that was gone, and then there were several games that we could have had that he didn't have. I'm just saying, I think he had a much better opportunity to be a better football player, because he was, than a baseball player, which he was also good at, but he wasn't going to be a Hall of Fame baseball player. He would have been the best football player ever. I mean, it's just that's not, I don't like it. It's not like, that's a bummer. It's a waste.
Honorable mention, boys. We got any laying around? What do you think?
Fellas, do you remember back in the day a fella by the name of Greg Oden?
I do.
7 foot plus phenom out of Ohio State, just the biggest, baddest sumbitch on a college court, goes one and done, enters the NBA, and just poof.
Yep.
Is never heard from again. Posted a stat line average of 2.9 points per game, 2.3 rebounds per game. Just garbage. Just terrible.
Oh, God. You know who the pick after him was?
No.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, dude. Kevin Durant was the pick after him.
It was considered considered the Michael Jordan.
Sam
Bowie. Yeah.
Bad.
I also had Adam Morrison. I think I'd read he tore his ACL, so he's in the injury piece, but he balled. It was JJ Redick and Adam Morrison.
Okay, you could say that, but in a way, you can come back from ACLs now stronger than ever. I think Adam Morrison's was a mindset thing. He just seeing him break down after losing in the Final Four. I was like, can this dude? Is he gonna make it?
Talk about a guy who needed a shower. That guy just always needed a shower.
God, he looked grimy.
He's just.
I had one more honorable mention. Another guy that I loved, not just because we share the same first name, but because he balled out at Oregon and just did nothing in the pros. I'm saying Joey Harrington. I loved Joey Harrington back in the early 2000s. They made it to they won the Rose Bowl. He was a 3rd overall pick for the Lions. They thought he was going to come in and save it, and he did not. But Joey Harrington was a very, very likable guy, and it was very... Remember, Juice Junkies, you can listen to the show on all major podcast networks and YouTube. Please follow and rate the show and leave us a review through Apple, and we encourage you to follow YouTube and Spotify channels. Push that subscribe button, McCoy. Also, be a friend. Tell a friend about the podcast. Strike up conversations with people that have no idea you're talking about. Bring us up.
Yes.
Join our Juice Junkie community.
Please.
Cody, back to you.
Yes, sir. That almost does it for us, guys. Get signed up for the March Madness Challenge. We'll talk about it over the next few weeks.
Yes, please.
Stat of the day, guys. It's spring training. Baseball's around the corner.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. There is
so bad. So bad. Oh, God.
Here we go. In 1973, a man named Larry Gura, he threw a spring training no-hitter and lost.
Oh, God.
Okay. There was one error. How do you lose the game? It wasn't like an inside the park home run with 15 errors that happened. There's one error. How does this happen? What else has to happen for this to?
Well, I coach baseball, so I think I should know how that can happen. Walks.
The other team scored more runs.
You're close. That's all the time that we.
Yeah.
And scene. Play the outro.
Any way you can get on base without a hit, so you can be hit by pitch, you can be walked. There could be and then you could advance on box. Any of those things, so they get so somebody can get on with an error. Then they can get bases loaded.
So 3 things happened. One was an error. So what are the other 2 things? And they only lost the game 1-0. So this.
Let's say.
Sounds like I was right.
Ooh.
Yes, you were, Chris. You were wrong.
I'd say it was an error on a double, so he advances to second. No,
but that'd be a single hit though. So
but then he advances to second on the error.
Yeah, that would be.
So it had to be
a little
walk.
tougher than you thought.
It had to be an error, 2 walks, and then a balk. So because then they can advance a base on a balk.
No,
this was already well above my pay grade.
we got a walk, a stolen base, and an error. One guy. It's the only no hitter to lose in spring training.
So no box. I guess
No
you
box.
can't steal
Amazing.
a base. I just thought a balk would be a much cooler way to lose.
No, just a walk. The guy stole.
You're on third, and then balk.
Yeah.
You're done. Yeah. And the balk is the error.
Joe, you know what's done?
Yeah.
That was.
Ooh.
It's done? The show?
Our show is done.
The show is done.
We made it.
Hey, episode 83 in the books, guys. Thanks for letting us take a week off. Need a little breather. Got to hang out with the fam a little bit. March Madness is around the corner.
Yes, it was.
Be a friend. Tell a friend. DM us. Text us. Whatever you want. Be a part of the conversation. Stay juicy. Stay classy.
Ooh.
See you in the
losers.
stands.
Later,
Later, losers. That's all. We'll see you next week. Love you guys.
Bye.